I would now like to introduce Nicholas Cruz, who will speak on behalf of the graduates. Nicholas has been an active member of the student body and is president of the Young Entrepreneurs Association and member of Phi Beta Gamma. Nicholas has also been elected to be the next alumni representative to the CCM Board of Trustees. Please welcome Mr. Cruz.
Hello there. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Yaw for that very thoughtful introduction. And on behalf of this graduating class, I'd like to thank the Board of Trustees sitting behind me for joining us today, in addition to the distinguished faculty and staff, and most importantly, all friends and family who came out today. This day could not be possible if it was not for your timeless and continuous support. And for that, we thank you. And to you, class of 2013, congratulations on reaching such a milestone in your life. Today is truly a day that should be savored and well celebrated. Like many of you here today, ready to graduate, I've had the chance to think back on these past few years at the County College of Morris. Thinking back to my freshman year, I can assure you I had no real vision of what I was going to do or what I was going to study. I didn't really have a clear idea of how my time at CCM would go. Although I didn't have much of a plan, I did have expectations of the college, the students, and the faculty. Standing before you today, I could proudly say that the County College of Morris did not meet my original expectations. Simply put, they did not meet my expectations, but I'm going to elaborate on this because I feel like they're about to pull me off the stage. So let me explain what I'm saying. My expectations about CCM was that this was going to be a primitive facility filled with students who didn't want to be here and faculty who didn't want to teach here. From the moment I stepped on this campus, I could already tell those expectations would be broken. I also thought that the college's campus life would simply consist of a few students who went on trips and were completely unattached to the rest of the student body. And I was very wrong. The campus life here consists of students actively participating in one common goal: to get even more students involved. This year alone, students, in conjunction with the Campus Life Office, have worked diligently to provide us with activities ranging from bringing in professional salsa dancers from the United Latino organization, or hosting a blood drive from the PTK members, or building houses through a program called Habitat Through Humanity, which was from the Volunteer Club. Needless to say, there was never a boring day on campus. Now, I want to tell you about my United States History 2 class, the class that changed my view of CCM forever. It was a lecture-style class, which meant that I was in a room with about 30 to 40 students, some of which are in this room today. One classmate stuck out in particular, though. We're going to call him George. The reason we're going to call him George is because, well, his name is George. George was slightly older than me, and by that I mean George was in his 80s. I didn't think much of it at the time. George was a great man who participated in more discussion than half of my class. In the middle of the semester, we began studying World War II. One day, we were studying the liberation of France. It seemed like a normal day. Teacher was talking, students were taking notes. Professor Washburn was explaining how forces marched into France, and suddenly George raised his hand and started adding input about the liberation. My original expectation was that George had studied this in the past, and that's why he knew so much about it. But like I said earlier, my expectations were unmet. As his story progressed, I realized something. George, my classmate, was there on the day of the liberation. George hadn't studied World War II. He fought as an American soldier in it and actively participated in the liberation of France. In this class, I expected to be in a room with students all around my age, and I expected to learn much of the past from the textbook. But as I said, these expectations were completely unmet. Many college students get to take a history class, but not many get to sit in a class with someone who helped create it. My class did not meet these expectations that I originally thought, and I'm glad they didn't. You see, it's imperative that you keep an open mind now and as you progress through life. Whether your next step is the working world or a new college, be prepared to have your expectations broken. Don't fear this reality. There's nothing to fear about it. I advise all of you going forward to look for opportunity in your unmet expectations. Future greatness will be taken by those who see the opportunities in the world around them. The County College of Morris has done a fantastic job at teaching us what to do when we have an opportunity. But no college can teach us how to find them. That's up to you. As of today, you are all on a mission to find your opportunity. Find what you can excel in. Find something you can change. Do everything in your power to leave this world better than you found it. And when you find your opportunity, let your actions be a testimony to the personal greatness you will all achieve. Thank you. So, to begin your mission in finding your opportunity, I would like to ask all graduates to please join me taking these fancy tassels and moving them all the way over here to the left. Woo! To the class of 2013, allow me to congratulate you on the arrival of this day and extend to you all my best wishes for your lasting prosperity. Thank you, and congratulations to the County College of Morris class of 2013.